This is Josh Pasmore with another frequently asked question. How do you prevent hijacking? Now, what is hijacking? Hijacking is when you have an intention or a group of people have an intention, they write it down, they're headed towards it, and somehow someone comes along, grabs control, usually of an old paradigm organization, through money, through decisions, and takes it somewhere that wasn't planned without consent. That's what hijacking is. And most people in the world, this is a giant problem in business. I personally don't want to work with anyone unless I have full control in the old paradigm, because they could potentially take it in their own direction, especially if we don't have how we're working together solid and in a legal format. So this is what we've worked on. This is the solution. This is one of the main solutions we've worked on within Omni One, is how to prevent hijacking. So much like building a house, when we build our gen plan, we build the plans for the house. And the only time we're going to need to make a decision is when we change those plans. So if you are a founder and you want, and you're inspired and you're living your purpose and you put it down on paper with other inspired people who are living their purpose and you share that purpose, you now have a shared intention. And once again, look at the video on Fake Purpose by Frederick Laloux to see what fake purpose is. But let's say you have true purpose and you're sharing that purpose and you don't want it to get hijacked. Well, if you have a system where unless you have consensus, you're not going to change those plans. Change the plans. Now, let's say you come up to an unknown area that you don't know, you have to go left or right or, in some direction because something new emerges. Now you have an emergent solution that needs to happen and you decide together through the ACT process. So look at the video on the ACT process. You'll see how that prevents hijacking within itself. So we have a consent decision-making that allows us to continue to move forward. Now, the only case that it's not going to move in the general direction that we want. Now, it's okay if someone says, we're going to do this and we're going to do this. I suggest looking at the ACT video first, once again. We're going to take one route, you're going to take another, and let's see what works best. Maybe this one works best. Maybe this one does. And we decide from there. That's okay. That's not hijacking. That's planned directional split. However, if you leave for a while and it starts going in a way you didn't want because new steps emerge and these people choose something you wouldn't have chose, you can always come back in and make a new proposal and create two things or bring it back or however you want to run that. So if you leave the organization alone, it's going to probably go in the same direction. But your best chances to prevent hijacking is to stay on your role, stay on your team. Don't try to do everything. You put everything you want to do in that gen plan, and that gen plan gets fulfilled. So they're actually more hijack resistant than normal organizations.